Kamataro in the chat room called it Cat the Time Cleaner. Doom CMYK wants Phil Kohler, Phil Fish mashup fan art.
This is all long hairs and beards.
Call it Fish Kohler.
It's just a mess.
It sounds horrendous.
Hey Nick Narcotic, I'm saying hey back. Hello.
This is pretty much all I hoped for from a Star Trek game, I think.
have you?
Sorry.
No, I wasn't going to say anything of interest. Carry on.
No, I was just going to ask how much time is left in this block.
2 hours.
Knows anymore. Yeah,
what time is it?
2 hours.
What time is it where you are?
It's 6 o'clock Pacific where I am, and I believe you are 7 o'clock, Dylan?
Okay, so it's 2 o'clock in the morning here.
Oh god.
I'm in. Let's carry on. Let's do this.
I just shot a guy and he fell through the floor, so did I do it right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm someone's favourite Brit. That's fantastic, thank you.
I mean, if I had a favorite Brit, it would probably be you. But
like, you can't think of a single better one. I mean, no offense, but
yeah, like Churchill, Patrick Stewart. We've had some heroes.
I haven't heard of either of those.
What's his
Churchill,
name?
like Kyle Churchill. I know.
Yeah.
Indeed. What's his name? That annoying TV guy who hosts your news shows now.
Dylan, what did you do?
I shot it and it didn't go down.
Annoying television guy who hosts our news shows now.
Piers Morgan, yeah?
Oh, yeah. He's the worst. He's my least favorite Brit.
Like, everyone in the UK was so glad when you got him. Because he's like not on our TV.
That was a bad trade on our part.
Like, he tricked America into taking him.
There is a thing.
Guys, he's great.
What did they get?
There seems to be a thing on like American TV. I don't know if this is true. I might be talking absolute nonsense. But it seems that like if someone's got a British accent, you guys assume they're intelligent, and it's really sweet to watch. Because like people like Piers Morgan really aren't, but they're treated like we don't know highbrow. I think it's just the British accent kind of tricks you.
As far as I'm concerned, you're the smartest person we've ever had on this stream.
That's
I don't know any better.
Totally is. It's almost like if you see someone with a British accent who's stupid, you're almost like mad. It's like they're not living up to their potential. It's like, but you have that accent. Like you could be doing so much more.
It's true. It's true. It's okay because all of our mothers are very disappointed in us.
Oh, well, we have that in common.
Okay, cool.
Oh, God, did we finally pass this bullshit?
Oh, thank God.
Someone just asked me if all British people think Americans sound intelligent.
Oh, no, let's not get into that.
I'm not going to answer that one. I'm not going to answer that one.
I feel like it might be the opposite. This hacking game is not getting any better. They really want me to be doing it all the time.
Yeah? Star Trek's not getting any better?
No, the game itself is getting a lot better.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, T4 Mez, for saying you might buy my game. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I might though.
It's cool though. That's good. That's better than I often get.
Better than not,
good.
I suppose, right?
Exactly. I'm very grateful.
Mike Bithell, I'll never buy your game. That's gonna want that.
No, whatever. I hear all indie developers get like bazillions of dollars once their games get on Steam, because their games are just made by like one person or whatever. So
yeah, once they get the green light, then we're good.
It is crazy, actually, how much of a jump Steam is. It's not like billions, but like it goes from I'm not sure I'm going to be able to eat tomorrow to I'm pretty sure I can eat for like a few months. So it's definitely
a good jump.
Weirdness is fun in the chat rooms. Maybe going a little far by saying now that Thatcher is dead, the English should put the royalty in the guillotines. It's maybe a little fucking far, man.
Wow, I'm okay with this.
I like what I like about that is I like the fact that they thought we had to wait till Thatcher was dead.
Yeah, well, she was protecting them.
Yeah,
that's my understanding.
Yeah.
You're like, come on, out of respect, wait till she's gone, though.
Trust me, there are very few people in the UK that respected her. Bless her. Yeah. That was a weird one to watch, like overseas correspondence of, because in the UK she's a very, very controversial figure, but kind of outside the UK she's a feminist symbol, and it's really interesting watching that play out on the news.
Well, yeah, our news was super bummed about it, and then I was like, oh, that's sad, and then I went online and I was like, oh, no one likes her very much.
Emotional Hobo wants to know, can we have Mike on your streams more often? That's a question for Mike.
I've only just started coming on people's streams and I'm loving it. It's a very bad sentence, I apologise.
How do you feel about Final Fantasy XI, Mike? I think that's the most important.
Do you know what? I'm not a Final Fantasy guy at all, to be honest.
Hey,
can you, Phil, can you just kick him off, please?
Yeah. Banned from the
What
chat
do
room.
you think about Tron video games?
I like Tron 2.0 very much. I liked that. I thought...
useless to me.
Never mind, everything's made up now. We're okay. I think this is the way we came.
Yeah. At the
Always
very
forward,
least-
Phil.
Fudge hogs.
Oh, hey, here's this guy waving at us. I guess he needs something.
Hey! He's like, how many? I have 12 matchsticks. Like, how do you take away 4?
Leading Heart says Thatcher was the last remaining Sailor Scout.
What is my favourite video game? I've been asked. Deus Ex. Easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Totally. Best game ever made.
Good choice.
Invisible War, right?
I'm a very big fan of Harvey Smith, but no, not that one.
Oh no.
I hit X so many times.
I was all about the X's right there.
Do you guys mind if I just answer questions from the comments? Like
Oh, yeah, feel free. Just, all I ask is that you read them out loud and then answer them. And maybe, if possible, say who said it.
Okay,
'Cause
cool.
I feel like that works better for, just for the archive version for anybody who's not live.
Okay, so the Cheese33 says, hey Mike, based on your experience with Unity for absolute newcomers to development, do you think it would be feasible to learn Unity and make games? Yes. Thomas Was Alone was my first ever game I coded from scratch. And the file on my computer is called Teaching Myself Unity.
Sure.
So, yes.
I know, Danielle Randu, who I think is going to join me later at some point during my crazy long night shift tonight. She's a fellow reviewer at Polygon. She teaches game design classes, and she is a huge fan of Unity. Sort of for the same reasons we were talking about with Twine earlier. Not that it's necessarily as approachable as Twine, but that it has opened things up for more people to learn game design a lot easier.
Right.
Oh, totally. Unity's amazing. I mean, I worked. I'm being a bit disingenuous by saying I'd never coded a game before. I worked in traditional console dev for a good few years, so that obviously helped. But yeah, it's amazing, and it's so much more straightforward than pretty much any other engine out there. So yeah, it's a great first place to make a game.
And just from playing a lot of different games on Unity, the thing that's impressed me is initially when I had heard about Unity, I thought it was sort of like a Flash. Next version of Flash, in that it was going to be just really kind of crappy beginner's game.
Yeah.
But there's some really great stuff that's been made in Unity, which I guess to be fair is also true of Flash, but
yeah,
I feel like less.
I think it's.
You're talking mess about Flash games. Some people are going to be mad.
I think there's obviously amazing Flash games. I think with the difference between Flash and Unity is Flash to an extent was never designed for making games from the bat. It was a web kind of rich web multimedia program rather than a game program. Whereas Unity, it's much easier to get a game that runs 60 frames a second running in there. So yeah. And I'm not going to answer any questions about the PlayStation 4. Please stop asking.
The most I've ever done with Unity was I played Code Hero for an hour or something.
Did that ever get done? Because wasn't there a big controversy around that?
Yeah, I don't think it did actually, but yeah, I was playing a.
I want to say it's still in the works.
Oh, it is in the works still. They're still doing it. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I vaguely heard about some kind of controversy about it not being finished or something, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Jim, did you see that? We're trapped. How are we going to evacuate the crew?
Tamar, weapon status.
Main weapon systems are now offline. Situation is critical.
Someone asked, Nick Narcotic asked, do I like Terry Pratchett? Yes, I do. I read a lot of his books as a kid. Yes, and I do rip him off frequently, so well done for noticing that. I also steal from Douglas Adams. Yeah.
Discworld, right?
Discworld, yeah, exactly, yeah. His daughter's Rihanna Pratchett, who's an awesome video game writer.
She wrote Mirror's Edge. She wrote
Tomb Raider, yeah.
Written a lot of random stuff.
Yeah, she's done loads of cool stuff. Really, really good writer.
Very intelligent. Very well spoken.
Scan complete.
Great interviews from her. Yeah, I like Terry Pratchett's stuff as well. I used to read a lot more of it when I was in high school, but I always enjoyed his take on fantasy.
Keith always talks about how much he loves the Discworld novels, but I saw like with that image out there of like the map of like how to read Discworld novels, and I was just like, this is insane to me. I can't.
Just read them in the order they released or something. I don't know.
Well, a really good first one is Mort. That's a really good kind of very few characters, kind of introduces people. That's a good one. But yeah, they're good. I think I get the impression they're bigger in the UK than they are in the US, right?
The power station.
I have no idea.
I guess you're in the same boat as me, right? You know yourself too, yeah. Oh, we're doomed, ruined by the Atlantic.
I'll say I've not, like, my cousin talks about him, but I've never really heard anyone else really talk about him ever.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I read him in high school. It seems like Terry Pratchett is big, I feel like, in, like, fantasy circles.
Yeah.
Right.
As the one like really successful offbeat comedic fantasy writer.
Right. Okay. Over here, it's like we have a lot of that kind of stuff. It's like Doctor Who's the thing that every American started liking 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like we've been doing Doctor Who for a good, I don't know how many years now, like 30 or 40 years.
My reaction to Doctor Who is the same as everybody else's reaction to, as Kyle's reaction to Terry Pratchett, which is like every time I think about like trying to finally understand what's up with Doctor Who, I realize that it's been on the air for like
work.
Yeah, it's been on the air for like 50 years, and I'm just like, I don't have a clue where the fuck.
Nah, just start with the new stuff. It's super easy.
Yeah, you can go in with.
That feels weird, and like, and then am I missing out on like inside jokes and shit, and like.
No, that's how it was. It was. They made that knowing that a lot of people won't have seen anything but it's not a problem at all.
That also makes it sound less interesting to me because I like weird continuity and shit.
I mean, if you want, you can watch like the first couple seasons of Doctor Who Confidential, because that was like a behind the scenes on the new seasons, but also talked about just like general stuff about the old seasons.
Yeah, I think you can get by with the like from Christopher Eccleston onwards. Who was the best of the new Doctors?
Here's the thing I want to know: if you guys hear somebody describe themselves as a Whovian, how grossed out do you get?
I think it's weird.
I think that's an American invention, the whole Whovian thing. That's
I don't like it.
We just kind of I think the difference is like with Doctor Who, like Doctor Who stuff has just been in the popular culture in Britain for so long.
Yeah,
it's just an accepted thing.
Likes it.
I know.
Like, you know what I mean? It's on every Christmas, and it's like the most viewed program every Christmas, and it's like it's just Daleks are just like you can't. It's like, you know, red buses and beef eaters. It's just Britain. It's not. It's weird when you see that applied to like a fandom. It's very strange.
It's funny because like living in America, I never really knew anything about Doctor Who, but like small things would like seep over where like I'd seen Daleks and like Cybermen, but like I didn't really know what they were or anything, and then I would watch Doctor Who and be like, oh, this is what all this stuff is from.
Yeah,
I need you.
It's kind of like if like no one had heard of Star Trek until Enterprise. You know what I mean? It's like it's that kind of deal. It's an odd one, but then actually, a fair play. A lot of American fans now go back and kind of watch all the old stuff. And I know I was at San Diego Comic Con, the last one, and it was just very weird walking around. And I think that was like the first Comic Con after Americans had really got excited about Doctor Who. So everyone was dressed up as Doctor Who, and it was just really odd walking around like a very American place. but
I think it's
surrounded by images from the UK kind of thing. It's just really strange.
I feel like the one Doctor Who cosplay that you'll see Americans do from like the older seasons is always like the Tom Baker Doctor, because he's got like awesome scarves and stuff. Like he makes the best costume.
Yeah, and he was massively popular over here. There was a thing we had with our main phone company over here, where if someone sent you a text message, an SMS message to your phone, it would read the text over to you, and for the longest time it was that guy doing the voice for it.
Oh,
and it was awesome. so he's part of the furniture.
Huh.
There you go. Cultural differences with the shadows in this game are very interesting.
What's I'm curious because I do like a lot of British television, or a lot that I've seen. What are some British TV shows that you would recommend checking out other than Doctor Who? Like some stuff that you think is really good. If you even watch TV.
No, I do. I tend to watch it like Netflix and box sets like everyone else now. But yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, Sherlock. You guys all watch Sherlock, right? That's something that's come over.
Sherlock's great. Sherlock's really, really good.
I've seen the first few episodes.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what else. Luther, is that one that's come over?
I don't know what that is.
I've watched
I've never heard of that.
Good.
Luther's really good.
Elba.
It's Idris Elba, yeah.
I'm talking about Superman's nemesis.
Yeah. I'm familiar with it now. Yeah.
It's about a very sleepy policeman. It's very good. What else? If people like Sherlock, they should go back and watch Jekyll, which was kind of the same idea done by the same guys. Like the idea of updating an old. It's obviously Jekyll and Hyde, but modern day. That's one I always recommend to Americans. I'm trying to think what else. Spaced? Has Spaced come over? Do you guys watch?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that was
Netflix here.
when I was in college. There was like a cult following for it, so I ended up checking it out.
Oh, and Misfits. Have you seen Misfits?
I haven't.
Misfits is great. It's like a superhero show. But it's really good.
They have an American version of that or something, don't they?
Oh, have they turned it into a? They do that a lot, don't they?
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
TV or something.
Oh, okay. Watch the proper British one.
Yeah, I haven't seen either, but
what's Red Dwarf like? Do people watch Red Dwarf over in the US?
I just saw it got added to Netflix.
I feel like it's similar to Spaced in that I think there's like a sort of like a cult following for it. It's not necessarily
huge.
Not mainstream or incredibly popular here, but there's like there are people who will swear by it.
People are saying Heroes was your version of Misfits. It totally wasn't. Misfits came out after Heroes.
Yeah. It's an actual Misfits type of remake thing.
Okay. Is IT Crowd? Do you guys watch IT Crowd?
That's good.
Yeah.
I can't get into it.
It's a little bit too much of my actual life, so I get
Yeah.
It's not my favorite show ever.
I've tried. I just can't. I don't know. It's not for me.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm trying to think what else. I watched Hollow Crown earlier. Hollow Crown's weird. Hollow Crown is Shakespeare turned into a TV series, and it's really tiring. It's like every episode's like 3 hours long. That's one to work up to, I think.
What a sterling recommendation. It's really
good.
tiring, but watch it.
It is. I'm trying to think what else. I'm actually just going to steal ideas from the comments. Everyone's saying the same stuff I did. I love it. Oh, like
Top
the original
Gear.
Office?
Top Gear, right?
Oh, yeah. I've watched the original Office, of course.
Yeah, it's an easy one.
Downton Abbey is not as clever as Americans think it is.
That is the most boring TV show I've ever watched in my entire
Downton
life.
Abbey, whenever I've talked to anyone from the US who watched Downton Abbey, you always talk about it like it's like a HBO kind of really interesting period. It's a soap opera. It's like Days of Our Lives. It's not.
I think it's the whole like the whole idea of the show and where it takes place is so foreign to us that it's just fascinating on its own.
Okay. What else?
But I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
It's all right, and Tony Stark likes it, so that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Iron Man?
Oh, it's so good.
I was watching it. You know, there's a line. I'm going to try and do this without spoilers. No, I'll definitely do this without spoilers. There's a line where someone refers to an obscure place in Britain called Croydon.
Yeah.
I was watching it in Croydon, and I got like the biggest reaction.
Oh, they probably got the rave review.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, Tony Stark just mentioned where we're from." You know, that's pretty cool. It's not a very interesting place, Croydon, to be honest. So it was well chosen. That was written by the friend of Danny, who is the voiceover guy in Thomas. There you go.
Oh, awesome.
That's a link.
Tying it in.
There you go. Boom.
I have
It's a very small country, like I said. Go on.
I have one. I've actually, like, I feel weird saying it because I've actually heard, like, a lot of British people, like, kind of badmouth it, but I'm actually a big fan of Coupling. I thought that was a great show.
Oh, I loved Coupling. Yeah, Coupling was brilliant.
Okay, good. I'm not crazy.
It was written, it's the guy who wrote Sherlock. That's the interesting thing about Coupling.
It's Stephen
Stephen
Moffat, the guy who's currently, still doing Doctor Who?
He's still doing Doctor Who, and he co-wrote Sherlock. Yeah.
Right.
And it's just really weird, out of character for him. But yeah, no, it's a really good show actually. I've got the box sets. It's really good. It's
I have one too.
It was us guys trying to do sexy Friends, basically. It was like Friends with sex.
Exactly.
But
That
it's
sounds
really
more
good.
interesting than regular
But-
Friends.
I just have to say though, it's so much better than Friends.
Yeah.
I always hear it described as like British Friends, and I'm like, that
Friends
does
with
not
good
do
jokes.
it justice.
It is Friends with good jokes. Totally true.
Let me...
Oh, if you like Coupling, yeah. Have you seen Peep Show?
No.
Phil, I'm going up. Oh, never mind.
Later.
If you like Coupling, watch Peep Show. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mini games.
Oh, there's dudes behind us. I see them.
Please don't let them kill me. Thank you.
They're not interested right now. Not yet. I'll just take a couple warning shots, and then they'll know to leave us alone. How about
That seems like it'll work. Oh, god damn it.
What?
No!
What happened there?
That thing blew up right in my face.
Injured. Much appreciated.
Let me try it again, I guess.
Good thing I didn't fire off those warning shots.
People saying Primeval. Primeval
Oh,
sucks.
What is
What is
Primeval?
that?
Oh, there's a grenade, Phil.
I'll be
This
fine.
could go really badly.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Things are taking a huge downhill turn. Like 4 guys just spawned right next to us.
Can't they see that I'm busy? Okay, we're fine.
Just one core remaining. Please hurry.
Jet Force Gemini is hard.
See, all the guys spawned next to us and then ran out the door, so... I don't think they quite understood what they were supposed to be doing.
We are literally just getting like different colored versions of these guys. Man.
Yeah. This is awesome. This is like playing an MMO. This is Star Trek Online. This is Star Trek Online, I guess, technically, right?
Yeah, we are online. We're playing Star Trek.
Oh man. Wait a second, you guys. What if this game tied into Star Trek Online? Like you were on the ground shooting things, but someone in a spaceship with a spreadsheet was making money off of
Right,
it. But not money, because money doesn't exist in Star Trek universe. But you know what I mean.
Missed, right? That's this game.
It's like Dust 517 or whatever it was.
514.
514, almost. Got
Come
you
on,
guys.
get it right. Come on, man.
Oh god, I'm so
Seriously,
sorry.
I'm like this close to re-upping my Eve subscription with all. Giant Bomb's been doing a ton of coverage of Eve because FanFest just happened.
Where are you going, Phil?
I'm trying to do some platforming. Let it happen. All right.
Nick Narcotic, I bloody love Far Cry Blood Dragon. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
It looks...
that was
They played
that
some
was-
of it, right? You guys played some.
yeah. That was one I wanted to mention when we were talking about like games being sold from streams, because there was definitely a lot of people that were like, "This game looks crazy."
Yeah, no, it's a great game.
Something's happening.
Just gonna do some platforming. No big deal.
This is what we call platforming now, huh?
No, these are jumping puzzles.
I just wanted to know where we
That's how they're
stand.
termed now.
Is that
It's
really
like
how
a-
they call it?
No, but I like that that's a commonly used phrase now.
Ugh.
Jumping puzzles.
What is it?
Another one.
jumping puzzles is used too often now. I
Oh,
feel.
okay, right.
It's no Thomas Was Alone, is it?
Absolutely not. I've never even played Thomas is Alone, but I'm pretty sure that this is not nearly as good. And the graphics cannot compare.
So, Thomas 100273 there. Wow, this is just like Tomb Raider, except not good. I like that. Yeah, it is like Tomb Raider, only not good.
Oh yeah, we did it.
There are a lot of games
Are we the winner?
that
Do we
would
win
fit into
the
that
track?
description.
It's true, it's true.
Power to the relay tower and weaponize it.
God, this is
Come on,
just
Spock, let's go get that
this is
power
really
Including a
boring.
lot of Tomb Raider games.
Good thing I didn't also die right here.
Yeah,
I
I
have to do
thought
all
that
that
you
over
would've.
again. Whew.
Why did falling nearly kill you there? That's...
I don't know.
If we do not arm the relay tower soon, there will be
Oh, we gotta do this.
Oh, the best thing. This. Where the controller actively fights me. The entire time. It's like actively pushing me away from the center, which is the only place I need to be. Ugh.
Yay!
We can defeat this system, but only if we work
Yay.
together.
Oh, what are you doing out here?
Okay. I bought the stun thing, Phil, that everyone's been telling us to buy.
Whatever.
Just now?
I've only just now have enough experience to do it.
I should probably
Jeez.
upgrade some stuff.
proceed to the relay tower.
There's experience points, huh?
Sure.
Oh God. We can use
Oh, yeah,
the thing
can
to
you unlock-
instantly clear stuff.
We should instantly shoot these guys.
Oh, man.
People in the comments are being mean about the developers.
Wait, so if I
Hey,
shoot this guy with the stun now, they will never come back to normal? They'll just stand there and be like, oh, my head, the whole
Better
time?
people have made worse games
Yeah,
than Star Trek.
it's yeah. This kind of game is very rarely the developer's fault. I said this at the start of the stream. I'm just gonna say it again.
I'm sure there's a very interesting story behind this game and why it turned out as it did. I mean,
exactly.
it was in the works for a long time, so clearly something went wrong somewhere.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
well.
especially when a movie game isn't timed to a movie release, you want to hope that maybe it didn't suffer like the usual movie game rush fate, but
There's just so many factors with especially with like a time, like you say, it's the time thing, it's the number of people who have an opinion, and
Right.
who need to be satisfied and everything. There's definitely a way of doing a licensed game that doesn't do that. It seems to just be to have as much time as possible and no one give a shit, which is what happened for Chronicles of Riddick, isn't it? Which was awesome,
Sure, yeah.
awesome time game.
it sounds like what you're telling me is that J.J. Abrams and his opinions ruined this Star Trek game.
It's probably not. If J.J. Abrams could sit in a
J.J.
room
was on
with
the
a game
phone every day, telling him what to do.
I think it's,
wouldn't-
it's
more lens
almost certain
flares.
that we can blame J.J. Abrams for this.
You see, that wouldn't be. It wouldn't. I know you take the piss, but it wouldn't be as bad if that had been the case. That'd probably be fine. It was the 50 marketing people
Right.
between J.J. Abrams and the team
Dylan,
who
where are
probably
you?
fucked this up.
What if it were a cover-based third-person shooter?
To Mars, distress calls begging for help.
Exactly.
To make matters worse, the Enterprise is already on its way there.
Dylan, where are you?
The last
I'm at
thing
the
I need that
objective.
boy
I should probably go that way. then.
knows and thinks and takes